Welcome to Stories of the Kingdom. We bring these timeless narratives to life like never before.
Long ago, in the land of Gath-Hepher, lived a prophet named Jonah. He was a man who listened for God's voice, and one day, that voice came to him with a message. God said, "Go to the great city of Nineveh. Their wickedness has come up before me. Cry out against it and tell them to turn from their evil ways." But Nineveh, the capital of Assyria, Israel's sworn enemy, the thought filled Jonah with dread. No, he thought to himself. Those people are cruel and violent. They deserve judgment, not a warning. I will go anywhere but there. And so Jonah made a choice. He decided to run away from the presence of the Lord. He journeyed down to the port of Joppa, found a ship heading for Tarshish, the farthest known point in the opposite direction, paid his fare, and went aboard, hoping to escape his divine mission. As the ship set sail and the coastline disappeared, Jonah probably felt a sense of relief. But as we'll see, you can't outrun God's plan. Out on the open sea, the sky began to change. What started as a gentle breeze soon became a howling gale. Dark, heavy clouds gathered overhead, and a great storm arose, so violent that the ship was in danger of breaking apart. The seasoned sailors were terrified. They threw cargo overboard to lighten the ship, and every man cried out to his own God for help. The captain found Jonah fast asleep below deck. "How can you be sleeping?" he shouted. "Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will spare us." The sailors, desperate to find the cause of their misfortune, decided to cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. "Tell us," they demanded, "who is responsible for this calamity? What is your occupation? Where do you come from?" Jonah, his face pale with shame, confessed, "I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. It is me. I am running away from the Lord." The sailors were even more terrified. "What have you done?" they asked. "What should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?" Jonah knew there was only one way. "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he said, "and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault that this great storm has come upon you." The sailors hesitated, trying to row back to land, but the storm only grew fiercer. Finally, they cried out to the Lord, "Please, do not let us die for taking this man's life." Then they took Jonah and threw him overboard. Instantly, the raging sea grew calm. But God was not finished with Jonah. Just as he was sinking into the dark, churning water, God provided a great fish to swallow him. And Jonah was inside the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. In that strange, dark, watery place, surrounded by the echoes of the deep, Jonah prayed. He finally turned back to God. "In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the depths of the grave, I called for help, and you listened to my cry. I will fulfill the vow I have made." Salvation comes from the Lord. When Jonah's heart was finally ready, God commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah out onto dry land. This time, when the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time, he obeyed. He arose and went to Nineveh. It was an enormous city, a 3-day journey across. Jonah walked a day's journey into it and began to proclaim his message. In 40 days, Nineveh will be overthrown. The people of Nineveh believed God. From the greatest to the least, they declared a fast and put on sackcloth. When the news reached the king, he rose from his throne, took off his royal robes, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat in dust. He issued a decree ordering everyone, even the animals, to fast and pray. "Let everyone call urgently on God," the king proclaimed. "Let them give up their evil ways and their violence. Who knows? God may yet relent and with compassion turn from his fierce anger so that we will not perish." And when God saw what they did and how they turned from their evil ways, he had compassion and did not bring upon them the destruction he had threatened. But this act of mercy made Jonah angry. He went out of the city and sat down on a hill to the east, sulking. "Isn't this what I said, Lord, when I was still at home?" He complained. "This is why I was so quick to flee to Tarshish. I knew that you were a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity." Then God caused a vine to grow up over Jonah to give him shade, which made Jonah very happy. But at dawn the next day, a worm chewed the plant so that it withered. As the sun rose, a scorching east wind blew, and Jonah grew faint. He wished he were dead, but God said to him gently, "Is it right for you to be angry about the plant?" "It is," Jonah said. "I am angry enough to die." Then the Lord said, "You have been concerned about this vine, though you did not tend it or make it grow. It sprang up overnight and died overnight. And should I not have concern for the great city of Nineveh, in which there are more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and also many animals?" In that moment, looking down at the peaceful city, Jonah began to understand. He learned that you can't outrun God's call, and that his mercy is for everyone, reaching farther and wider than the deepest sea. Thank you for watching this story of obedience and grace. If this message touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the Bible. We'll see you in the next video.